guys, I'm Steph. Thank you so much for checking out my channel today. I have a lot of empties to go through and I'm really excited to share all of them with you. Before I get into it, I just want to let you know that I kind of have a little challenge or project with myself going that when it comes to my empties, I'm trying to see how much money my empties are worth. That being said, just to give you like a few caveats to that, they are in Canadian currency, so anything where I'm counting the dollar value will be right over here, and this will be in Canadian currency. On top of that, I just want to let you know that this is not the dollar value that I actually paid for these items. Some of these were gifts, a lot of them I got on sale. Most of the makeup I do buy on sale. Some of these came in sets, and in terms of the set, I'm not putting the value of the set, I'm putting the value of that individual item. If that item isn't sold individually, then I did a calculation based on the full size item of that product and then how much the quantity of what I actually used up is worth. So those are kind of all the little disclaimers out of the way. I'm just going to jump right into it. Based on the previous empties video I did, the total amount I've used so far this year is $792.92. If you're interested to see what made up that amount, I will link my latest empty video down below. But let's go ahead and get into what I finished up in the last 2 months. First off, starting with makeup, I used up from Superdrug, this is the Calm Skin De-Stress Refreshing Facial Spritz. And this is the worst spray I've ever used in my life, just because when you spray it out, it literally like hits you in the face like a hose. It is so much just comes out. It is so powerful. I didn't really use this as a setting spray. This is a facial spritz. So I kind of used it in the morning when after I would do like toner and essence and that type of thing, I would spray this all over my face. And then I would sometimes go in with the moisturizer afterwards or before, kind of switching it up. But this is kind of more my skincare routine than my makeup routine, just because the spray was just so intense. Also, the claims for this are targets the visible signs of stress on the skin. It has chamomile, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide. I honestly didn't notice anything special with this product, so I wouldn't recommend or repurchase. Another setting spray I finished up is the Cover FX. This is the mini mattifying setting spray. I thought this did an okay job. Honestly, I'm trying to think about it now, and it's really not too memorable. I do have oily skin, but I find that it hasn't been getting so oily as of lately, so I think it did a good job. I didn't notice that like I was looking so oily or gross, but I don't really think that it is something that I needed or something that I would repurchase. There's other things that I would like to try. If someone asked me, they have it in their collection, is it worth like using up? Yeah, I think so. I think it does a good job for what it is, but not something I feel the need to get a larger size of or try again. Sticking with Cover FX, I have the mattifying primer. This is with an anti-acne treatment, and I love that. I love having something between my skincare and my makeup that is going to kind of help protect my skin. I have oily, acne-prone skin, so having another barrier that's going to help my acne before just piling makeup on is definitely welcome. I really enjoyed this primer. I do have another blemish primer in my collection from e.l.f., so I'm going to try that out. I mean, it's a little bit less expensive, which is definitely a huge help, but I did enjoy this and I would recommend and try it again. In terms of the anti-acne claims, I didn't notice that my acne got worse or better when I used this. I noticed my skin overall has been getting better, and I think that might just have to do with like not wearing makeup every single day since I'm in like working from home and not really going anywhere. So I don't want to attribute it necessarily to the primer, but I did like the primer and I would use it again. I have quite a few lip products to get through, so starting with this, I finished up a lip liner. This is my first lip liner I've ever finished. This is the MUA. This is the clear lip liner, and it's supposed to be an anti-bleed lip liner. The concept I like because you don't have to have a particular color. It kind of goes with everything, but I didn't really like it. I like having a color to my lip liner, honestly, so that when the pigment from my lipstick or lip gloss or whatever does wear away, there is still a little something on your lips, and I find that it helps hold the color of something better. So I don't really think this is the product for me. Anti-bleeding, like, I don't know, it's also a very soft formula, so you go through it really fast. It's like very gushy. It's just not my cup of tea. I do have a backup of these, and part of me is thinking of maybe potentially decluttering it to someone because it's unused. I don't really have anyone in my life who really loves makeup, so I'm like, well, if no one's going to take it from me, I'll use it, but I'm also thinking like I don't need it. Like, I wouldn't repurchase, I wouldn't recommend. I would rather have a colored lip liner in my collection. I think getting a nude that matches your lips would be just as good as having this, to be honest. I stopped filming for a little bit, so sorry if things kind of moved around, and if you can hear Josh in the background, he's playing video games and talking to his friends. I was talking about lip products. I was talking about this e.l.f. lip crayon in the shade Natural, which is like this mauve nude color, which I really, really enjoy. It definitely goes on matte, and I wouldn't consider it the most hydrating, but I really did like this color. I don't think I love the formula enough to buy another one, but e.l.f. products are really inexpensive, and I think this is a great lip formula for the price. Next is a lip gloss from CoverGirl. This is their Colorlicious lip gloss in Melted Toffee. This is kind of what the color looked like. It was just like a creamy nude. It was amazing to just go over everything, and it wasn't sticky at all. I like really enjoyed it. It was hydrating to the lips, like my hair never got stuck in it or anything, which is like a big problem with the lip gloss I'm currently panning. But I really liked it. I like took the stopper out fully, scraped everything out of the sides, and I would definitely recommend, and I would look into picking up something else from this line. Another lip gloss I just finished up is from Stila. This is their lip glaze. I believe the lip glazes have been discontinued, but this was a 6-pack I picked up from Winners a little bit of a while ago, so I'm kind of trying to work my way through them just because they are a little bit older. This was in the shade Papaya Pizzazz, and you can kind of see a little bit right here what it looked like. It was a light pink. It had a little bit of sparkle in it. It was really nice to just kind of go over anything, and since I've been working from home, instead of applying lip balm throughout the day, I've been applying a lip gloss just because, like I said, this is a little bit older, so I'm trying to go through it, and that's how I ended up finishing this one up. Again, I wouldn't think this one is overly sticky. There's a lip glaze I'm using now. I don't know why I'm going on about this. The products have been discontinued, but yeah, they're not all made equally. This next one is so exciting, and if you watch my Project Pan series, then you already know about these next two items. In case you're not familiar, I will link it down below, my latest update, my 20 and 2020, and I finished a bronzer. Look at it, it's so empty. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and even though it's the mini, oh my gosh, Too Faced products are so firmly packed. This took me over a year to use. Not consistently, but I would say like 9 times out of 10 I was reaching for this bronzer, and it took so long to get through. I am so happy that I finally got through it. And just so you know about it, this is the Chocolate Soleil. They do have milk chocolate, which is a little bit lighter, and I was nervous that this would be too dark for my complexion, which is why I started wearing it last summer when I had a bit of a tan going on. I find that even when you dip your brush in, because it's so firmly packed, you're not really going overboard with it. Like, yes, it's a little bit darker and I can get away with the milk chocolate one, but I didn't find that it looked too harsh on me either. And now that it's out of my collection, I do kind of miss a little bit. I have a lot of bronzers to get through, so I'm not planning on purchasing any anytime soon, but I did really like this and I would recommend. Oh, I'm so sad about this mascara because it's been discontinued. This is the Ysl Baby Doll. Oh, I loved it so much. Even though it's like $41, I would still repurchase it. I really liked it. I thought it made my lashes look long and voluminous. I really liked it. Like I said, it's been discontinued. I do have another YSL mascara in my collection, the Shock Mascara, which I haven't tried yet, but I've heard amazing things about, so I have really high hopes of the YSL because this one has been amazing. Next, we have an eyebrow pencil. This is the e.l.f. brow pencil. This is the cheaper one. They have a micro brow one, which I think is a little bit more expensive, and I really like this formula. This is the first brow product I ever used, and I'm not sure if you can tell, I do have a scar in my eyebrow, and it is really hard to fill it in sometimes because not everything adheres to the skin. Like, it's a full-on scar, like there's no hair there, so it's not like I'm just drawing in a few little hairs. Like, I gotta fill in this whole big area, and I find that this pencil is like the perfect combination of waxy that it's able to adhere to the skin. I have some other brow pencils that don't really adhere to the skin as well, so I really do like this one. It is a bit of a thicker pencil, not micro, so if you're really looking to draw those fine hair-like strokes, then this isn't the one for you. But if you're looking to fill in a bigger area, I really did enjoy this, and I actually did pick up another one, so I would recommend and repurchase. Next is a makeup sponge, and this is a makeup sponge from Morphe, and I got rid of it. I'm getting rid of it because, as you can see, it's like fully opening up now and tearing apart, but this lasted so long. I continue to use my makeup sponges until they're at this point where they're like basically coming apart as such, because I clean them every single time before I put on my makeup, like fresh with soap, so I know that they're good to go. I'm not worried about the hygienic nature of it. So really, until it is like breaking apart, I am using it, and this lasted me like, I wish I had noted when I opened it and started using it, but I definitely have been using it all of 2020 and like even in the end of 2019. I'm not sure exactly when I started using this, but well over 7 months this lasted me, so definitely worth it. I think this is $10. I don't know, this price is right here, but it's a lot cheaper than the Beauty Blender. I think it's a little bit harder, but for that price and the amount of time it lasted me, I think this is definitely worth it, and I will definitely be picking up another one. And last in the makeup category, we have a makeup brush cleanser. This is from Real Techniques. This is the Deep Cleansing Gel. And I think it did a decent enough job. I don't really like this type of product for cleaning my brushes anymore. I have the Cinema Secrets and it just goes so much faster and it's so much easier. And even for something with like a deeper brush cleanser, I feel like I can just use soap. Like I don't feel the need to really buy something like this. This lasted me a really long time, but I just don't think I really need it anymore. So I would suggest going with Cinema Secrets or going with just like a gentle baby wash type of soap. I don't think there's the need to like go and buy like a specific brush cleaner, which can get like a little bit on the pricey side. Moving into more home type sections, I have 2 little tea lights. I bought like a pack of 100 tea lights and I have like barely been using them. So this kind of reminds me every now and then that like I should be using them up. And when I film these videos and I look back and I'm like, oh, I really haven't used any, it kind of is that reminder to start using them again. We did one the other night, so we had like a candlelit dinner, which is really nice. I think we're going to do some drinks on the balcony and have some lights out like that, so we're trying to use them up. And I have 2 soaps to share with you. This first one is soft soap and it's the whipped cocoa butter foaming hand soap. I love foaming hand soaps, so I put the date on this because we bought a foaming hand soap and a non-foaming hand soap, and I was convinced the foaming hand soap would last longer even though it had less volume. It was like 236 mils, and I think the other one, which was just like a normal hand soap, was like 250. We picked these up from Walmart. The other one was like $1. This was like 2 something. Anyways, that one lasted like 3 weeks, and Josh threw it out, so I don't have it to show you. And this one lasted 5 weeks. So even though it was a little bit more expensive and less volume, it lasted longer, which is why I love foaming hand soaps, and I think everyone should buy them. And then this other one is from Bath & Body Works. It is the Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. I love the scent of this so much. I got it from a baby shower. It was like one of the gifts they were giving the guests, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. And I will definitely be keeping my eye out for this next fall. I was really looking forward to the Bath & Body Works sale in June, hoping to pick up some more soaps, but they really didn't go on that good of a sale. It was like $5 for 25, and usually you can get them for like $3 about during the sale, so it just wasn't worth it. So I think we're going to be sticking with grocery store soap for the meantime, and hopefully the sale that happens in December will be a little bit better. Next is a lot of teas to share with you. The first one is this Celestial Herbal Tea. It was a black cherry. We made iced tea with this and it was really, really good. Next we have this Tetley Green Tea Honey Lemon Ginseng. Josh really liked this. I think we will be picking it up again. Next is from Tetley. This is the Red Tea Rooibos Vanilla. This used to be like one of my favorite teas. I like really liked the Walmart Great Value one. I couldn't find that for a while, so I picked up the Tetley one, and I'm kind of over it. I feel like I really, really liked it. We went through so many, and now I've kind of just moved on. I would say my new favorite is the Earl Grey Vanilla. I absolutely love this. We already picked up another one. It is so amazing, and I love it so much that one time I couldn't find it, so I bought an Earl Grey and a vanilla so that we could have Earl Grey and vanilla. So these are also both empty, and combining them together didn't quite taste like this one, so I wouldn't do it again, but in a pinch it did work. Another one of my favorite teas is Dirty Chai. This is black tea with espresso coffee, and it tastes like coffee. It is so good. I'm the only one who drinks coffee in our house, and sometimes like we don't keep the coffee machine on the counter, so sometimes taking out the whole thing, grinding up the beans, like it's such an ordeal when it's just for me. So sometimes just being able to kind of get that flavor of coffee and that infusion of caffeine through a tea and just a tea bag is so nice. So I really, really like this one. Again, something that we've gone through and will definitely repurchase. I love this tea. I had a number of makeup samples that I went through these past 2 months, just to quickly share those with you. The first one is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. Looks like this. It was alright. I didn't find it was anything special or worth purchasing. This little packet here was a Sugar Nourishing Lip Balm Advanced Lip Therapy. It was so good. I definitely would consider purchasing this one. I really, really liked it. And this little item was a Bite Agave Lip Mask. It was a 3-piece set, so it had the champagne, the natural, and the smashed. And I don't understand really for a lip mask why you need ones that are in color. I usually wear lip masks at night. I guess if you're wearing it throughout the day, it's nice to have that, but I usually keep this for night. But I thought they were so nourishing. Definitely something that I would be interested in picking up. I have a few more of these in my sample stash, which I'm so happy about because I really, really liked it. Getting into skincare samples, I had this Drunk Elephant Protein Polypeptide Cream. I really love this. I've bought this in a full size before. Definitely something that I really, really like. Not sure if I would consider buying it again. It is so expensive, but as of now, I haven't really found anything I like more, so maybe. I also used up the Boscia Cactus Water Moisturizer. It was really nice and hydrating. It's a water moisturizer, but it almost felt like I was just putting water on my face, so not something that I would recommend or want to purchase. Next, I have 2 masks from Glam Glow. This first one was a Super Mud Clearing Treatment, and it actually was really good. I have a few more in my stash, which I really like. Glam Glow I just feel like is overpriced for what it is, and I feel like you can always get samples, so I'm not sure if it's ever a brand I would really purchase from, but when I see that the sample's available from them, I usually try to pick it up. And this mask was the Youth Mud Tingle Exfoliating Treatment. Again, I really liked it. I thought I did a great job, but again, kind of just how I feel about the brand in general. I had a few skincare deluxe size samples that I had finished. So this was the Amore Pacific Treatment Enzyme Peel. So this is kind of an exfoliator. It was a dry powder and then you add water and kind of suds up all over your face. And an exfoliator, I really liked it. I really like treatments like this. Every treatment I've tried where it's like this and you add water always does so amazingly well. So I would consider picking this up. There's a few I've tried, so I would kind of look at the price points of the different ones, but I really like this. Next, I have the Purity Made Simple Moisturizer. I even cut it open to get every little thing out, and I really didn't think it was anything special, so wouldn't repurchase or recommend. I also finished up the Youth to the People Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream. I thought this was pretty decent. I'm very interested in trying out more from the brand. I would really like to get a starter kit, and if this was in there, I would be happy with that. Not something I feel the need to necessarily go out and purchase this cream specifically, but I wouldn't mind testing it out again either. Then moving on to hair, we have this little duo. This is the Living Proof Restore Conditioner and Shampoo. Oh, I used this so long ago. I'm trying to remember how I felt about it. I think I liked it, but I don't feel it was like anything so special. I was like, oh, I need to have this, but I do think I liked it. I know, I'm sorry, that's like a terrible review. This other little duo I finished up was from Kerastase. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Anyways, I have a shampoo and I have this mask, and again, I feel like I wasn't so in love with either. I don't know. Definitely, like, I think I have another duo of these, so I'll use them, but I don't feel the need to go and purchase these. And I have 3 of these conditioning hair masks from Enzyme. Again, like nothing I would go, I don't even know where I would purchase these, so nothing too special going on there. And then I also had this shampoo from them for normal to dry hair, and it was okay. Nothing special either. I know, they're kind of just like hair care products. I did finish up this mini Pantene Sheer Volume Weightless Conditioner. I used to love the Pantene conditioner and shampoo, the volume one, but I just find that this conditioner really doesn't do much for my hair. I don't expect to really get volume from my conditioner, and I just felt like it didn't really do much in terms of making my hair feel smooth and detangled, which is what I want from a conditioner, so I wouldn't recommend or repurchase. I did finish up this hair mask. It was from Loseta. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. It's the Color Brightening hair mask, and it's supposed to eliminate brassy and yellow tones, and it is color safe. I bought this at Winners, which is like the Canadian Marshalls, and when I looked it up and I saw the price of it, I was so surprised because I do not think it is worth that, and I don't think this is the right shade of purple. It was more like a red-based purple, which isn't really that great for toning. You want more of a blue-based purple, so when your hair gets brassy and orangey, the blue kind of cancels it out. So I didn't think this was actually the right color purple, or at least for how my hair goes. I didn't feel like this did anything much to help with toning when my hair is blonde, so not loving it for that. So I wouldn't purchase this or recommend it. And if I saw it again at Winners, like, it's not worth it even for the discounted price. I am so frustrated by this hair care item. So this is the Herbal Essences Dry Shampoo Daily Tea Detox Volume, and I'm not sure if you can tell, like, the base like was broken here and I had to keep putting it on, but I was able to use all of it up. That being said, this isn't even a good dry shampoo. I thought I had used an Herbal Essence one I liked, but like this one is terrible. I felt like my hair just looked greasy. It didn't really do anything. It was an awful experience. And I had a second one, so I was like, hey, I'll use that up. If you hear it, it is basically full. But when I press it, nothing happens. I do not know what happened with this. I am so frustrated. It's not even a good thing to begin with, but like I still would, I don't know, something, maybe use it for texturizing or just like some purpose, but like it's so full and I can't get it out, and I don't think there's really a way to open this, at least not safely. I'm just so frustrated by this whole experience. I find in Canada dry shampoo tends to be pretty expensive, so I went for these because they were like $3 on sale, and now I understand why, and it is totally not worth it because they do nothing for your hair and all the product gets stuck in here. So would not recommend, highly avoid this product. It is not worth it. Moving on to body care, I finished up this peppermint foot soak from the Body Shop. I really like this. I thought it was so nice and soothing. Unfortunately, it seems like the Body Shop doesn't sell anything like this anymore, but just kind of soaking your feet and giving them that love. Like, feel like I don't take the greatest care of my feet. I wear like flip-flops in the summer. They're like constantly exposed. Like, if you're in a job where you're standing on them all day, like give your feet some love. I think having a soak like this was like such a nice experience, and even though this one isn't available, I like the idea of kind of having a foot soak and making sure that I am treating my feet nicely and taking care of them. And peppermint is such a great ingredient for your feet. It's just so cooling and just like relieves the stress. I feel like we carry so much stress in our feet, or at least I do, and it was such a great product. For body wash, this is also from the Body Shop. This was the Moringa Shower Gel. I thought it did a decent enough job. I don't feel particularly loyal to any type of body wash, but I just have a plethora of them because I've gotten so many as gifts over the years. I literally have not bought a body wash in like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years because I just had so many backups upon backups of ones that I kept getting as gifts, and it has taken me so long to get through them, and it's just made me realize like how long body wash really lasts. And it's not like I was intentionally stockpiling them. I just kept getting them as gifts and just I don't know, but I'm really happy to be working through that part of my collection. For body cream, I tend to stick to Bath & Body Works. This first one here is from their aromatherapy line. It's the Stress Relief, it's the Sage and Cedarwood, and I cut it open so I could clean it all out. I really like anything from the Stress Relief lines, and it's so calming when you're putting it on. And the other one I have from Bath & Body Works is the Hyaluronic Acid. This is the hydrating body cream, and completely cut it open and used it up. And for something with hyaluronic acid, I definitely did expect more than I get from the regular body creams, but I really don't think it was super extra hydrating. I didn't notice anything special with it. It just acted like a normal body cream, which is fine with me, but I really expected more for something claiming to be like hyaluronic acid, hydrating. Like, you just expect a little bit more. For hand creams, I finished up 2. This first one is a little mini one from L'Occitane, and it's in the almond, and again, I cut it open. I really like it. I love L'Occitane hand creams. I think they are the best, especially the ones with shea butter. I don't know if this one has, but this was still also like such a joy to use. I really, really enjoy their hand creams. The other hand cream I finished up is from Superdrug. This one softens and smooths hands. It's the Intense Moisture Cream. Again, I cut it open and used it all up. This used to be my favorite hand cream. I don't know, I really like the L'Occitane ones, but I think if you're looking for something on a bargain and you have access to Superdrug, I really, really like this one. Like, whenever I'm in the UK, I do try to pick it up because I do really enjoy it, and I think it does such a great job. I don't feel like my hands feel too greasy, but it feels like thick enough that it's actually penetrating and doing something. And last but not least, we have skincare. First thing I used up is a No Strip Biore Deep Cleansing Charcoal Puller Strip. So it's just one of the ones you put across your nose and peel off. I really like these. I don't think they're the greatest for you, or so I've heard, so I try not to use them too often, but whenever I feel like everything is getting like a little too clogged, it's really nice to kind of just rip everything out, but I try not to use them too often. But I do really like those ones, and I would recommend if you're in the line for that sort of thing, but maybe do a bit of research and find out if it's really something you want to start using. This next product is the Thayer Spatial Toner Witch Hazel formula with lavender, and I was so excited to find this product at Winners and get it for a discount and try it out. I feel like I've heard so many people talk about this product and like such amazing things, and gotta say I was a little disappointed. I feel like there was a lot of hype surrounding this product, at least for me, and I didn't think it was anything special, which was really unfortunate, but I'm glad I got it at a discount, but I think there's better things out there. Another toner I used up is from Pixi, and this is the Rose Tonic, and this is their Nourishing Toner, and it claims that it's soothing and rich in nutrients. This tonic helps to tone, balance pH, and calm skin, alcohol-free, which I really like all of those things, and I liked it. It was a little tiny sample, so I feel like I didn't get a lot of use out of it. I'm not sure if Pixi would be my go-to for skincare. I do have a few more things that I am testing out from them, and it seems to be okay, but I think for the drugstore it's a little bit on the pricier side for what it is, and I don't know if this is what I would necessarily go out and repurchase again from Pixi, but I am intrigued to continue to try their skincare and try other things that they do have to offer. A cleanser I finished up is from Ole Henriksen, and this is the Wonderful Double Cleanser, and it looks like this. So I'm not sure sometimes if it is a first step or a second step. It comes out like a cream and you use a wet cloth to wipe it off. I didn't really love it. I found that in terms of taking off my makeup, I didn't think it did a great job. In terms of just cleansing my face, I also didn't think it did such a great job. That being said, I believe it's been discontinued because the only time I see this product is in a little set, which is how I got it, is from that set. And yeah, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't even know if that set is really worth it because this is one of the main products in it, and I just don't think it's anything special. So I wouldn't recommend. Another cleanser I finished up is from Glow Recipe. This is the Blueberry Bounce Gentle Cleanser, and I'm not sure if this is the cleanser for me. It's very, very gentle like it says, but it didn't really foam up, which I really like from a cleanser. I know that cleansers don't need to foam up, but I do feel like it is getting my skin clean, and maybe it's a psychological thing, but I do really like to see that in a cleanser. And sometimes I felt like my makeup didn't come off, or my skin didn't really feel clean, or like any makeup residue that was left behind was still there. I didn't really know if I was getting that clean feeling from it sometimes. That being said, like, I am interested in trying out more from Glow Recipe, and if I saw this in a kit, like, it wouldn't deter me from picking up the kit, being like, oh, I didn't like it, but I wouldn't buy it for this either. So I'm kind of like on this product. Like, it's not a hit, it's not a miss, it's somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't repurchase it, but I wouldn't turn it away either if I got it for free. So I didn't hate it, but like, I don't think it's worth it. Another item from Glow Recipe I finished up was the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. This was a little mini of it, and every time I used it, I never really used it as a mask. I always used it as an overnight mask. So I would do all of my skincare, and then I would put this on and then wash it off in the morning. I never did do the thicker layer and then take it off after like 10-20 minutes. I just felt like if it's something I can use as an overnight mask, I'd rather it to be on my skin as long as possible and get the most benefits from it. That being said, I don't know if it really did anything special for my skin. It was nice to have on after everything, and I kind of like the idea of an overnight mask, giving the extra hydration to the skin. But this one specifically, I feel like Glow Recipe has some pretty high prices, and I'm not sure if it did enough for me to warrant me paying those prices again. I did finish up this moisturizer from Murad. This is the Hydrodynamic Ultimate Moisturizer, and I really liked it. I got a Murad kit, and I really liked most of those products, but I did not realize how expensive that brand was. So I think I would definitely keep my eyes open for another kit from that brand, or wait for a sale to pick up some more items. But everything I tried, I pretty much really enjoyed, except I think the cleanser I was like not as into. But there was, I think, a retinol cream and a sunscreen that I tried from them as well. I really, really liked. So I would definitely be interested in testing more from the brand based on what I have already had, and I would consider maybe picking this one up again if I saw it in another kit, or if I saw it on sale or something. Just because it is so pricey, it's hard for me to just be like, yes, I'm going to buy you. Especially when the Drug Alpha one is pricey and I know how much I love it, and that one's like a real love, and this one's like, okay. So that's kind of how I feel about that one. Last two products are both eye creams. This first one, the price may shock you. Remember, this is Canadian dollars. This is the Biossance Squalene and Marine Algae Eye Cream. And if you look at this lid, it is very, very broken and very, very cheap. I literally twisted it on and it broke. Since then, I think because it didn't really twist, it fell off and parts of it chipped away. If I'm paying this price for this item, I expect a better lid. So that being said, that's just the packaging. What really matters is the product itself, because if that's amazing as just about packaging, like, maybe I can get over it. For that price, I expected miracles for my eyes, and miracles did not happen. It was fine. Nothing special. Definitely would not recommend. Would not repurchase. I think there are definitely, if you really feel the need for an eye cream, there are better eye creams for that price. I just don't think it's worth it. If you really want an eye cream and you're trying to be cost effective, this is a great one. This is the Sephora Hyaluronic Acid Brightening Eye Cream. So to make these kind of last a little bit longer, this one I used in the morning, and that one I used at night when I feel like at the end of the day my eyes and just everything just needs that extra boost of hydration. You want to like reinvigorate your skin in the night. So I try to use sometimes my more pricier or luxurious, or like the ones that have a lot of benefits at night, and then during the day, those are the products I tend to go for because I'm layering makeup on top, I'm sweating and everything like that. So those aren't the products I tend to go for during the day. So this is the eye cream I was using during the day, and I thought this did a great job of, I wouldn't say brightening my under eye, but definitely keeping it hydrated. And it's important for me to keep my under eyes hydrated during the day because I am wearing makeup. I do have fine lines. I don't want everything sinking in and being noticeable, so I think it's really important to have that hydration in your under eyes during the day, and I really like this. I like to test out a few different things, so I'm not sure if I would necessarily repurchase this, but if someone said they were thinking about it and they weren't sure if Sephora skincare was like worth checking out, I would say give it a shot because I definitely did like this and thought it did a pretty good job. For all the items where I put the price over here in the video, my total was $482.14, which makes my total empties for the year $1,275.06. Remember, this is Canadian, so that seems really high. That is why, but it's so mind-boggling to think that 7 months worth of products is over $1,000, which is definitely not how much I am spending a year on makeup. Like I said, I get a lot of these items on sale or from kits or as gifts, so don't think I'm spending that much, but it's just interesting to see, at least for me, like how much my empties are actually worth. And I know on my channel I talk a lot about empties and project pans and kind of really trying to get the most out of my makeup and doing makeup inventory videos just to kind of be aware of my numbers. That being said, I do still purchase items and I haven't done a haul on my channel in the longest time, and I want you guys to know that I do still buy makeup, I do still buy skincare. So I'm going to be sharing with you all the skincare and makeup that I have bought so far in 2020. So if that interests you, then make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Bye!